crusty. Well, the tube looks like it's still intact, but I don't know. Maybe the flyback transformer can be salvaged as well, but its core is, well, at least that one part of it's pretty rusted up. That transformer down there is actually in a lot better condition than what I thought it would be. I'll test it electrically, see how much power it draws with no load on it. And maybe the core isn't rusted up enough to cause too much eddy currents. I found a tag. Hang on, let me clear this off real quick, and then I've got my camera set to manual focus. There we go. Three, 2, 7, 3, 1, mic. Okay, I've got the bulk of the cleaning done for the boards. Amazing what a little bit of dish soap and electric toothbrush will do. I'm using an ultrasonic toothbrush that works really well for this kind of stuff. Getting between the legs. Let me focus. Focus. There we go. Manual focus is on so that it doesn't sit there and play with our minds. That's looking a lot better than what it was. It was mostly just dirt. The CRT board, that's going to be a little trickier because there's precision analog electronics and high voltages involved, so you have to make sure all the parts are clean and still within spec. You know, digital stuff, you can handle a little bit of dirt between the legs and it'll still work sometimes. But analog stuff, slightest resistance change or capacitance change somewhere in the wrong place and throws the whole circuit off, like this little transformer here. That core is completely rusted out on it. I don't think I'll be able to save it, and even if I could get the rust off, it's going to resonate at a different frequency and might not play nice with the circuit that's driving it. And then this backboard, it looks alright at first, but then you start looking at these big transistors, and if the transistors don't have holes in them and they're still sealed, they'll be fine. But see that one there, so corroded I probably could poke through it with my fingernail. I think those are probably just 3905s. But then again, I don't know. There's the back of the board that goes under the neck of the CRT. All this rust and stuff, that could all be gotten off and repainted over for the most part and refabricated. That's pretty rusted out there. The CRT looks to be in okay shape aside from the aquadag being completely eroded off. The pins on the neck of the tube, those look alright. Let's see, got the, sorry, there we go. The yoke is fairly clean now. I haven't inspected it much for damage just yet. I'm sure it'll work fine. Look at the face of the CRT since I cleaned it up. It's still got some growtiness on it, but it's alright. That transformer wasn't as bad as what I thought it was. The whole thing was laying on its, I believe it was laying on its left side. No, it was laying on this side because that's where most of the dirt on the circuit board is, and that's how it goes in there. So I'm not going to worry about trying to clean these B and C connectors. I got new ones. These connectors here, it's a different story. I might have to go through and clean those best I can. That is for the keyboard. It's just a standard barrel jack, or some people call headphone jacks, that I should be able to replace. It's not soldered to the board either. Unfortunately, I don't have the original keyboard to this guy. It's probably still buried out in that creek somewhere. But if I could find someone else who has one of these who can snip the data lines on it, I can make a keyboard emulator for this. Hook a regular keyboard up to it. Anyhow, thanks for watching. Catch you in the next video. Oh, almost forgot to add. These roots, I haven't bothered removing them yet because if you just try to yank them out, it's going to destroy the board, or at least parts of it. So I'm going to have to go through with a sharp knife and some pliers and just very carefully remove a little bit at a time so I don't accidentally yank pins out and traces off, because it's growing between the chips. That wouldn't be good. If anybody has any schematics for these, I would greatly appreciate it, and maybe some ROM dumps, because I don't know if I'll be able to read all those, and even if I can, you can see there's some of these pins have some pretty nasty corrosion on them. I might have to grind those down to get to them. Grind down the epoxy layer, I mean, solder my own on. But yeah, if anybody's got ROM dumps of this, I think it's a DataMedia DT80. That's what it is. Yeah, I would greatly appreciate it.